as possible with the Lakers. Last night, LeBron also tweeted out the number 6, fueling speculation the King is going back to the number he wore with the Heat and Team USA. We're joined right now by the man himself, Chris Haynes. Chris, we appreciate you being here.
By the way, you break a lot of stories.
He was
Every
busy
time I turn around,
yesterday.
he's breaking another story.
We should have had Chris on that last segment, too.
Oh, boy, that was interesting. That was interesting.
All right, back to the number 23 subject, though. Why did this play out this way? Why did this happen?
I believe I said it on this show. I want to say October, November. It might have been December. But at one point I said that if the Lakers were able to acquire Anthony Davis, LeBron James would transition Anthony Davis into being the premier player for the Lakers, knowing that, this is, the youth is on his side. It's up for him to carry the mantle. Right. And this is just the first evolution of that. This is just the first foundation part of that. And gifting the number 23 to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis did want, number 23, but he didn't ask for it. And so this is part of LeBron James making sure he's as comfortable as possible because they have championship aspirations from day one, and they want to make sure everybody's on the right page and feeling comfortable. And now, right now, what it's all about is filling out that roster with complementary pieces that's going to suit their talent. And this is just one more example of why LeBron James is one of the best teammates.
So he's
out there.
passing the torch. Is that what's happening?
He said he's preparing to transition.
Skip, if you look at that photo back there, LeBron James is still front and center right now.
Yeah.
And AD's
I think
back
that's
here.
Photoshopped.
That ain't Photoshop. That's the way they took the picture.
Go ahead,
No,
Shane.
you go ahead. File on. Go ahead.
I regret to inform you of this, Chris Haynes, but obviously the agent these two players share brokered a deal by which LeBron needed cap space.
I missed that.
You missed that part?
report.
Well, this is my 2 cents from the distance. But obviously, LeBron's championship window is starting to close. He's starting to at least near the end of his career, and he sees the end, and he needs extra cap space to maximize their chances of signing a third star. And so, obviously, he says, okay, I'll give up 23 if Anthony will waive his the trade kicker of $4 million. And it's a lot of cap money. It's also a lot of pocket change for Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
And so the cost of the jersey was $4 million. It's as simple as that.
We're going to get it back. We're going to get it back. See, Skip, you keep talking about the window is closed. And see, you didn't grow up like we grew up. See, Chris, I don't know where you grew up at, but see, we had a
West
stick.
side of Fresno.
We had a stick in our window, so when it's about to close, because they had the lost springs in it, we put a stick up in there. Well, LeBron James is that stick that holds the championship window open longer than what it should be.
You didn't have a book to put in the window?
No, we had a stick.
Oh,
Book?
okay.
What book?
I mean, everybody got the Bible. Everybody got the Bible.
You better not put the Bible hold the window up. That Bible was sacred. Skip Bayless, look, I agree. LeBron James is transitioning to Anthony Davis because he understands that Anthony will be there, AD will be there longer than he will. So he's preparing. You want 23 didn't make me. I was going to be LeBron James with or without 23, regardless who wore it first, Skip Bayless. Okay, Michael Jordan wore the number first. Yes, he's famous, and we get all that.
Get all that? That's the it.
No, it. But you want to make it seem like 23 has some superpowers in it. There have been a lot of other guys that's worn 23 that hadn't been as good as LeBron or Michael or as AD. So the number doesn't make him. I think he should have been 23.5, but I just want some compensation. For all the 5 Laker jerseys I bought with 23 on them. Now I got to get a number 6.
The joke is on you.
No, that's all right.
You got played.
I was still going to wear my jersey. I'm still going to wear my 23.
Okay, now you're going to have to wear your 6.
I will get one.
Yeah.
Them jerseys expensive, too.
I just feel bad because my reporting, it was fake news there. I thought I reported it was a gift. It was a straight gift out of his heart.
It was.
I like your report. It sounded good.
I like Skip. Some gifts cost more than others.
Yeah.
Look, we understand. I mean, if the man wanted 23, if that's what, bruh, to come here, to still say, you know what, because AD could have said, you know what, I believe in David Griffin. I believe they're going to switch this thing around, and he could have stayed. But for you to still hold your ground and say, you know what, I want to go to L.A., bro, if all you want is 23, take the old term, that man will give you the shirt off his back. The man gave him the jersey off his back, Skip Bayless.
He did.
That's why he's the greatest teammate and what makes him the GOAT.
Because that man was crumbling under the pressure to live up to 23 as a Los Angeles Laker on the Staples Hollywood stage. He was. He's been crumbling his whole career to live up to that guy.
I mean, Skip, before he went down with the injury, I believe they were fourth?
20 and 14.
But they were fourth in the
20 and 14.
And Surgeon had just beat the Golden State Warriors.
LeBron had left maybe 8 games on the table already.
So in other words, they're supposed to be 28 and 6 at that point.
Remember the third game at Staples against my Spurs, overtime?
Third game?
LeBron's got 2 free throws to ice it with 12 seconds left. Brick. Anyway,
he missed it.
You left that one on the table.
Well, we talk about the jersey right now.
And we are talking about the jersey, but let's not talk about the jersey because the cap space got cleared.
That's right.
Max space.
Yeah.
Mr. Haynes, what do they do now? What would you do now?
What would I do? Well, look, I think obviously they have to go in the direction of looking at Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving.
Thank you.
But if they strike out on those two, which I think they're going to be able to pitch a very compelling and appealing pitch to those two. But if they strike on those two, guys, I'm telling you, I know I probably said it yesterday, but I would look at, you probably disagree, but I would look at D'Angelo Russell. I seriously would. You look at somebody who can play off the ball as well as be the floor general, and he does have, I said something on the radio show a couple of days ago and I was wrong, and I said I don't think that with the agent he had that they would allow him to come back. I was wrong in that regard. There is interest in D'Angelo coming back to the Lakers. It would fit fine. Like I said, you need somebody who can catch and shoot when you're playing with LeBron James and now in particular Anthony Davis. You have that in D'Angelo because I still think in order to get Kawhi and Kyrie, I still think that's going to be a long shot. And so I think that's probably the most serviceable star you can get. And I think it'll be a perfect fit.
Okay, but long shots on both number 2 and Kyrie.
It's hard. Look, I think Kyrie is going to meet with the Lakers. Kawhi as well. It's still difficult as of right now. Things have been changing. Look, first of all, we thought it was foregone conclusion, Kyrie, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Things are changing. I'm tired. I'm losing hair. I'm great, man. It's just in 2 days. And so, look, things can change all the time. And I covered Kyrie Irving. He changes his mind often. He's real fickle. I've covered that guy. I know how he works and operates. So that's why I said this is going to be a tough free agency to cover over the last 2 days. So I think we're still going to hear more subplots of guys thinking elsewhere, places that we never even thought about before.
We got this. If we don't, what about Clay? They're going to give him the gold? They're going to give him the max?
Golden State ain't losing no Clay.
Okay, so we out of Clay.
Don't go there.
I like Bogey. Let's get Bogdanovich. Let's get Redick. Let's get Lamb. Let's get somebody like that. We need catch and shoot guy. See, I just think D'Angelo Russell.
So you're cooling on number 2.
No. That's for I told you.
But you're cooling on the prospect of actually.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. I don't think that's not the fish that we're gonna be able to bring to the boat. You know, that's gonna be the one that got away. You know, everybody tell the story of the one that got away. But Skip, when I look at D'Angelo Russell, the question is, when you get a free agent, it doesn't matter the sport. Are you going to use him like the team that you got him and what you fell in love? Are you going to use him like that? Are you going to let him have the 3rd highest usage rate behind Harden and Westbrook so he can give you that 21.5 and 6 assists that he gave Brooklyn? Are you going to use him like that? Because if you don't, I don't know if you're going to get the benefits of what you saw and why you fell in love with him to begin with. I don't see him as mainly a catch and shoot. I see him as a guy that needs the ball and needs to break you down to be able to do what he does. Now, Bogdanovich, catch and shoot. Redick, catch and shoot. Jeremy Lamb can catch and shoot. I mean, I like Patrick Beverly, but 3 years, $40 million? I love the dog in Pat Bev, but
so do I. I do not love the prospect of what you have suggested. D'Angelo Russell does not fit with these guys. He doesn't fit back on the stage. I feel like that bridge got burned. I don't love his intangibles. I obviously don't love what he did to Nick Young, and I'm not sure anybody got over that, even though Magic has said, well, everybody's gone who was involved in that. That's true. Was he there?
I think he was there.
Okay.
That was only 1 year.
D'Angelo Russell was so good last year for the Nets that they went 42-40 in the East. And again, he had a breakout year.
Yes,
he had some games where I just sat back and I was in awe because I didn't see that at Ohio State. When I watched him in college, I didn't see that.
Right.
So he's got skills. He can shoot it, but he needs the ball in his hand. He is used to that. And I'm with Chris Broussard on this. In year 17 for LeBron James, he has to go full-on Magic. I want the ball in his hands.
No. We transitioned to Magic.
No,
No, we still
full on.
We still can do 25.
No.
We still can do 25, 8, and 8.
I want to see him bring the ball up the floor and orchestrate it because he's still the best passer in basketball. He is still the best three-point setup passer in basketball. I'm talking about the skip pass to the wide-open sniper over in the corner of the far side.
You know Kyle Korver's still on our radar, right?
Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay. J.R. Smith is on your radar.
But Skip, the same concerns you had about D'Angelo are the same concerns people had about Kyrie when LeBron went back to Cleveland for the second time. And I'll say this. The difference is Kyrie inherited LeBron. D'Angelo, if he were to come over, he's coming over knowing, okay, I know LeBron James is most of the time ball dominant. I know I got to feed AD. I know I'm going to be a third wheel. So he's going to come over embracing such a role. I think that's the difference. I think, look, you got to
maybe as a plan C.
No, that's what I said. You know, they got to go after those big guys first. But if you strike out on that and just get D'Angelo, that's a pretty good summer.
You okay with that? Nope, you're not. I can see it in your face.
I thought we were brothers.
Good, but I don't want that.
I know what would make you happy.
What would make me
A guy named Kawhi.
Oh, wow.
Being in purple and gold. Great stuff, guys.
Why?
Chris, we're going to get you to hang around because you know what? 40% of the league is in free agency. It's really crazy. About 200